This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. Right? I believe so. Yeah, we are here with Randall. Hopefully I don't have like corn stuck to my teeth because I just ate some. But we are here. We're gonna choose. Sounds a little barbaric. Yeah, I guess it would sound like that to an Ascari. No bidets and whatever other stupid pampered shit you guys like. Tea cozies. I don't have any of those. Even a Ascari should be able to get it though. It doesn't take long to see the difference between mortal life and unlife. Trying to make crazy powerful creatures all play nice with each other is a recipe for fucking disaster. Lying, murder, theft, it's a piece of cake for us. Whatever, you'll understand one day. With a wry smile, Randall reached out to clamp a large hand on my shoulder, squeezing it roughly. Alright kid, it's been fun, but I need to go make sure others aren't running down ghouls in the street or anything else too crazy. I'm usually at the beach with my crew, so if you ever decide to hop onto the winning team. He's not wrong. We were on the winning team last time. He trailed off and clicked his tongue playfully, winking at me. Maybe if I get really bored. In LA, you'll wish you had time to be bored. Way it is now, every moment you're not feeding is one where you're looking over your shoulder, waiting for the next backstabber. So don't die, kid. Later. Alright, mission success. And with that, we parted ways. I left the parking garage with a slightly clearer picture of the world I'd been tossed into, thanks to Randall. Luckily, the guard at the entrance was gone, so I avoided another awkward encounter. Maybe Randall would explain things to him later. The whole mess had worked out, somehow. Although I had to wonder how much was just beginner's luck, since most of it seemed too convenient to be true. An eyelash is poking me. I arrived at the hotel with an overwhelming sense of relief, making my way back to the meeting room from last night. My teeth! As it turned out, Sharice and Heath were already waiting for me. Welcome back, Michiko. We already heard about the little mess you caused at the parking garage. Word travels fast. Heath's airy voice rang with pride, and he offered me an encouraging smile. Yes, you've done quite an impressive job. Your performance certainly surpassed my expectations. Unsurprisingly, Sharice didn't match Heath's smile, but she did offer me a sharp nod. It was a piece of Yes. Before we go any further, let me clear the air. I predicted that Randall would see through the neck deception. However, you accomplished a twofold task perhaps without realizing it. You disrupted their truce discussions, at least for now, and you also made yourself known by name to Randall, who is a significantly powerful vampire. Can I still like join Randall's side but still love Markus? With a little smug lilt in her tone, I could tell Sharice was pretty pleased with the outcome of events. Did that mean my instincts were right? None of what happened back there was an accident. As I mentioned earlier, your naivety is assumed by everyone you meet. Even secretive, insular vampires will open up to you, simply because they want to win you to their cause. You should use this to your advantage while you still can. Ingratiate yourself with those who believe you have no allegiances. Aren't you just trying to win me to your cause? No, I expect your loyalty, and not unfairly. Do not forget my clemency in sparing a life. A less charitable leader would have destroyed all evidence of her mistake right then and there. Fortunately for you, I believe there's much more potential in your future beyond being an eraser smudge on this page in LA's history. She sniffed pointedly, nudging her glasses back up to her nose. That matter aside, I have another task for you. It entails less conflict, but it is of equal importance. Well, I already chose both, so I'm just gonna stay quiet. One of my contacts in South LA was unreachable tonight. I need to know why, but I can't spare any of my other associates to go find her. Things are very busy, you see. I imagine she's perfectly fine as she often vanishes for a night or two to engage in frivolities, but I'd like to confirm the situation. Go to the area, track her down, and report back to me. Not too complicated, is it? Understood. I'll be back once I found your contact. Excellent! I had the greatest faith you'll carry out that promise. My calm response seemed to please Sharice, who peered at me contently from over her glasses. Very well, one final thing, Michiko, before you go. I suggest you partner yourself with, or at least try to learn from, an older vampire. My agent here, Heath, is relatively new himself, but he may have some valuable insights on Hollywood to share with you. We're going for Markus. When Charisse mentioned his name, Heath perked up, his eyes sparkling curiously. Did I hear you compliment me just now, Charisse? I was merely stating the facts. She coolly replied to Heath without missing a beat. Oh, I see. Moving along, Markus too possessed remarkable insight and knowledge, but as a Golgotha, he is also particularly eccentric, and his loyalties are unpredictable. Take everything he says with a grain of salt. And this may come as a surprise, but if you decide to seek out Randall as a mentor, I won't stop you. I acknowledge the strength of his position as well as his charisma and conviction. However, do not let yourself be swayed by his narcissistic beliefs. The current war is proof of what happens when vampires eschew leadership: chaos, paranoia, and bloodshed. You make all of this sound pretty scary. That's because it is. I would be doing you a disservice by leading you to believe otherwise. Heath and I will be staying here to discuss affairs, but I'll expect your report in the next few days, Michiko. She lifted an elegant hand, pointedly gesturing towards the door. Heath looked disappointed, flashing me an apologetic grimace when Charisse wasn't looking, but it seemed like he was stuck there for the moment. It's fine. Can we go see Markus now? I took the hint and left, heading towards the elevator. A part of me wondered what affairs they were talking about, but eavesdropping probably wasn't worth the risk. My brain welcomed me back with all its glamorous, lifeless shine, but as relieved and happy as I was to complete my trial, I felt incredibly restless and uneasy. Lifting the curtains with one hand, I gazed out the window, absorbing the vibrant cityscape before me. Yesterday, it had all felt like a dream. Today, reality was finally setting in. I was a vampire, chained to eternity, trapped behind glass, separated from the Hollywood life I dreamed of, so close and forever unreachable. Like the cityscape, that dream would always glitter in the distance, a reminder of what I'd lost. No matter how strong I was, it still felt like my whole world had just plunged upside down, and I couldn't find anywhere to put my feet. Maybe I really did need a mentor to help me through this. Rules, etiquette, and powers. I could figure those out by myself given enough time, but that wasn't what I needed most. I needed a way to ground myself, to figure out what being a vampire really meant and who I was becoming. The three men Charisse mentioned seemed to know what they were doing, if nothing else. There was a good chance that one of them could help me discover my place in this new life. With that, I made up my mind tomorrow I'd go and see Markus. Something strange drew me to Markus. It felt like everything he said had a double meaning, or hinted at a future that I didn't understand yet. I never knew what to expect from him, and that unnerved me a little, but it fascinated me too. If I teamed up with Markus, then at the very least, I knew things would never get boring. Which is very true. Then it was settled. Tomorrow, I'd take a break from running Charisse's errands and go find Markus instead. That thought was only a small pillar in the whirlwind I'd been thrown into, but I clung to it as tightly as I could. A little excitement sparked through me as I shut the curtains, curling onto my bed to hide from the coming daylight. If this was what fate had in store for me, then so be it. Imagine being fated to be a vampire by accident. I would fight and struggle to stay afloat in this world, and I'd be thrown into, and no matter what, I wouldn't give up. Forehead itches. Even if it meant I would never see another sunrise again. Night curled around Los Angeles, oh shit, and the same way it always did. I was then about to ask the hotel clerk for directions to a porn shop, so I decided to wander the streets until I found it myself. After all, if the sign was colored as brightly as a business card, then it wouldn't be too hard to spot, hopefully. My guess was right. After about 30 minutes, what the fuck, of prowling the city, I found myself standing before a rundown, incredibly sketchy-looking black building. Blood and roses, the neon red sign proudly flashed, written in a nearly illegible fancy script. It was somehow surreal, much like its strange owner. Time to censor everything. The shop I stepped into was the unholy union of a goth teenager's bedroom and Dracula's sex dungeon. My eyes were attacked with an obscene amount of red velvet, gaudy lighting, and faux Victorian furniture, but that wasn't the most striking part. The honor belonged to the whips, chains, and shockingly large accessories on display. As for the floors, they were cluttered with shelves chock full of books, VCR tapes, and magazines. I couldn't even begin to count how many. It was like a pervert's library of Alexandria. Out of morbid curiosity, I picked up a tape, glancing at its cover. It came in outer space, a titillating tale of erotic horror. A timeless classic, no doubt. And it is your faith that shall bring you riches, for God rewards his loyal children with a kingdom of plenty. Suddenly, a loud, static-filled voice reverberated through the shop. Call the number below to make your first pledge, your first step to becoming God's. Wouldn't you like to see more of me? Another voice, feminine and breathy, abruptly cut off the shouting man. Just dial on those 10 little numbers, hanging by the greatest throw of your life, for only now is your chance. Give unto the Lord, and he shall give it unto you. Let your eyes roam over every inch of my body. What the fuck? When I rounded the corner of the shelves, I finally spotted the source. Aw, Markus. Markus, who was flipping between two TV channels as they leaned on the counter. The screen flicked from a blonde, pearly-teethed preacher in a white suit to a sultry brunette in the skimpiest lingerie I'd ever seen. How on earth will I ever decide? Only one salary, but so many worthy causes. He heaved a long theatrical sigh, shaking his head. Oh, hello, Michiko. I had no earthly idea you were waiting there. From his satisfied chuckle, I could tell he definitely had every idea I was waiting there. May I ask how you're finding my parlor so far? Does it tickle any of your fancies? I won't lie, I'm pretty impressed. This place is really something. How can you run a shop like this? So, this is finally new content where I can like pick something. I won't lie, I'm pretty impressed. I thought you might just appreciate it. Only a refined connoisseur of concupiscence. What? Can admire my aesthetic taste. Yes, those are words. I recognize a true purveyor of the I don't even know what half of those words are, and have even heard of them. I'm not even saying them correctly, but I'll choose that one. Another low 30 laugh leaked out of him. Well, it would be a lie if I said I didn't expect your face to turn up on my doorstep. I had this unshakable feeling that our paths would cross again before long. Markus strummed his fingers on the countertop, leaning forward slightly. Okay, I was like, oh, am I over time? I'm not. You have that peculiar look in your eyes, the kind that suggests you're intrigued by me, but not entirely sure what to expect. Am I correct? Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it. Why wouldn't I know what to expect? What makes you think I'm intrigued? No, that's pretty much exactly it. He paused on my reply, an unreadable look shifting through his eyes. I see. You didn't expect me to tell you the truth, right? Plucking up his remote, Markus switched a TV channel to a channel of pure static. Then letting out a slight grunt, he vaulted deftly over the counter, landing beside me with a surprising grace. What? You couldn't just walk around? Very well, very well. How can I be of service to you? I am at your complete disposal, of course. Provided that you don't ask of me anything too taxing or insipid. Well, Cherie suggested that I get a mentor. What would you say to showing me the ropes? I don't really need anything. I was just wandering by. Can you show me the ropes? This could be used in different forms though, because we are in a sex shop. And knowing him, he might be like, what? Which one? Well, the only knot I know how to tie is a noose, though it does have many purposes. He gestured grandly with one hand, as if referring to the entire world. However, the next moment his expression began to sober. That look reminded me of our conversation at the hotel, back when Markus told me not to trust anyone. You do seem rather lost, not because you're strayed from the herd, but because the beasts around you are strange and unfamiliar. They give you no warmth, yet warmth is what a body like yours seeks most. As with all bodies robbed of their heat, not their heart. He pointed towards my heart. Okay, still my heart though. His black painted fingernail almost touching my shirt. You were so cruelly scooped out of the dark, and for that reason I am intrigued to see how you struggle and grow towards the light, or away from it. Your surface may charm me, but I am far more interested in what lies beneath your flesh and bones. My personality? The depths of your rotting cage. Thanks? That's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. You're not going to cut me up, are you? I feel like I'm going to choose, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. They keep me around for my skills and flattery. Closing his eyes, Markus let a slow, elusive smile creep over his face. Whether it was mischievous, wicked, kind, or sagely, I couldn't tell. If you so desire, sister, I will open my arms for you to join me in my downgoing, for my path leads under all of Hollywood. But a true journey of self-discovery as a vampire is not, as you may have surmised, a mere holiday picnic. I have suffered and rejoiced to extremes, and you must suffer and rejoice by my side, embrace them both in equal measure. I cannot pull the serpent of darkness free from your mouth. No, no, you must bite its head off yourself. That is the only way to surpass what we are, as we stand only in the middle, not at the end. Are you prepared for it? Sure! Whatever you say. Whatever is in store for me, I'm ready for it, Markus. Against my better judgment, count me in. What exactly are you referring to? Isn't this a little theatrical? That's Markus in its own, though. But this is where I'm gonna actually stop for today. I'm probably gonna choose between these two. I don't know which one yet. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.